CRX HF from Honda.
Listerine kills germs. It hits plaque above the gum line. Listerine battles the gum disease, gingivitis, in big fight tonight. It's a right. And another right. Listerine's really rocked him. It's over. The winner. Listerine antiseptic. It says what it does. It does what it says.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
Without help, our Olympic hopefuls may never get the chance to compete. Minute Maid would like to make sure they do. So we'll make a contribution to the U.S. Olympic Hopefuls Fund every time you buy a Minute Maid product. Before life takes these kids somewhere else, won't you help us take them to the Olympics?
Here's 2 cold medicines. Choose one.
Sudafed.
Now choose again. This relieves these 3 symptoms, this 9.
Number 9.
You chose
Dristan. The kind of cold I get includes a fever, headache. Sudafed just deals with congestion.
Dristan relieves 9 tough cold symptoms.
Former President Ronald Reagan, the early years.
I really was dragged kicking and screaming into running for that governorship. I had never wanted to seek public office in my life. I was happy with show business.
On Good Morning America this week.
If you or someone you love is tortured by premenstrual syndrome.
Not tortured.
I meant me.
It's Roseanne's time of the month.
Do I have to spell it out for you?
I love you.
PMS. Roseanne, followed by Coach, Tuesday.
When do I get my PMS?
Hi, I'm Frank Gifford. Join us as the New York Giants head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Live this week on ABC's Monday Night Football.
Later tonight, watch the ABC News Weekend Report over most of these ABC stations. America's watching ABC.
From ABC News, The Weekend Report, here's Judd Rose.
Good evening. Secretary of State Baker is in the Middle East tonight on a mission to lay the groundwork for possible U.S. military action against Iraq. Baker will meet with allies in the Mideast, Europe, and the Soviet Union to sound out their resolve for war should economic pressure fail to dislodge Iraq from Kuwait. John McWethy is traveling with the Secretary of State.
It was no accident that the first thing Secretary Baker did in the Persian Gulf was visit American troops.
You members of the first team are out here on the front lines, and we understand that, and we appreciate the sacrifice that's involved in being here.
Though Baker and President Bush have been talking very tough in recent days about the possibility of war, to this audience that would have to actually do the fighting and the dying, Baker shied away from that theme. When he talked to the troops, he heard both the good and the bad. Baker literally left the troops in the dust, which is everywhere here in the desert, to begin his real mission on this trip, which is being conducted behind closed doors. Here in Bahrain and everywhere else, he is urging tougher action against Iraq, a tightening of the noose around Saddam Hussein to force him to withdraw from Kuwait peacefully, and failing that, serious preparation for war. Tomorrow, Baker spends the day with the Saudis and the Kuwaiti rulers in exile who have both been urging military action sooner rather than later. Baker wants assurances that they will continue to foot the bill for keeping American forces in this region, even if the standoff with Iraq drags on for many months more. John McWethy, ABC News, Bahrain.
And coming up next, running neck and neck in Texas on the final stretch of the 1990 campaign.
The Weekend Report, brought to you by AT&T.
Did you know a lot of businesses didn't get the big savings other long-distance companies promised? So they're switching back to AT&T Pro Watts, our discount calling plan. With Pro Watts, you get extremely competitive prices and automatic discounts on international and all AT&T calling card calls. What's more, Pro Watts uses your regular phone lines. With all this and AT&T quality,